What's up, Ignite? I hope that you have had a fantastic week.
First week of summer. That's literally right now. We are so excited for you.
School is finally out.
Thanks for joining us for our completely normal Tuesday night.
Yeah, everything's normal. It's gonna be an awesome, just regular program for us. Nothing really special.
Man, I feel like there should be something that we should do tonight, like something special, something that celebrates the 8th grade class. Something like
This.
the 8th grade class.
Tonight is all about you. Tonight is all about you. All about you.
Eighth graders, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight because it is all about you.
Happy graduation. You guys are the best.
That is crazy. This is a huge thing. I feel like the last month, 3 months, had been kind of like, I feel like you might not have noticed it as much, but like this is a huge deal.
Happy summer. It's so hot. It's been so hot last week. It's probably going to be hot this week. And so go to the beach, celebrate, really enjoy being done with school.
We want to celebrate your time with us at Ignite. We want to celebrate the last 3 years you've spent in middle school. We know that this has been such a crazy time for you, especially with this year, how everything changed in the middle of your 8th grade year. We want you to know that we love you. We see how you've thrived over the last few years. We want to celebrate all you've accomplished, and we want all of the rest of Ignite to come alongside you and celebrate with you. So, hey, let's get together, everyone, and celebrate the 8th graders.
6th graders, 7th graders, keep watching. Reach out to an 8th grader. Tell them how incredibly awesome they are. 8th graders, you're the best.
Hey, since this is such an incredible night for everyone, we wanted to do something very special for you.
We contacted our closest friends and they want to wish you a happy graduation.
And we'd love for you to hear what they have to say to you because they love you so much.
Yeah, so check out this video. We're super excited to celebrate you.
Ignite Class of 2020.
We are so thankful for you. You have been through a crazy year and you have really taken it like champions.
This quarantine season, this quarantine graduation is something you'll never forget.
Know that we are so thankful and so proud of you and your class.
We know that this year wasn't what you were expecting, and we've missed being with you all the time and continue to miss you as you graduate.
But we are so excited to see the next steps you take.
You are going to continue to learn, meet new friends, and make new memories.
You are going to have days when everything seems to be going right, and days when everything seems to be going wrong.
But in every season, remember who you are in Christ, because He made you to be the exact way that you are.
Remember what you've learned here. Trust in who Jesus is.
And take time out of your day to listen for His direction.
God has big plans for you, we just know it.
Just because you're not an Ignite doesn't mean we aren't here for you.
We are always here for you, only a phone call or a text away.
We love you, class of 2020.
We love you, class of 2020.
We love you, class of 2020.
We love you so much.
Congratulations.
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 Wow, it was so fun.
What you've experienced here at Ignite is incredible, and we hope that your relationship with God has grown stronger, and we hope that you've been able to build your life on the foundation of Jesus. So,
you guys, now we're going to go into a little more serious and just for a time of worship. It's gonna be with Molly and the worship team. They love you, and this is just for you, man, as we just proclaim who God is and how we want our lives to reflect Him no matter what season we're in.
Molly is here, and she's gonna lead us in this incredible song.
What's up, Ignite? Thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna go into some worship. We're gonna sing a song called Build My Life. So I hope you guys can just sing along and join in with us.
Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me.
Man, we just sang about how great God is. We just sang that He's holy, and it's so true. It's great to look up to God. But the very end of the song that we're going to sing, it just talks about building our lives on God. And you, 8th graders, this song goes out to you. This part of the song is for you guys. You have the choice right now to choose Jesus, to choose to build your life on Him. And I know that a lot of you guys are in small groups, and that's so awesome, but that can't be where you find your relationship with God. It has to be just you and Him. And so, you know, I'm so bummed that Hume isn't happening. I'm so bummed that we can't be in person right now. But I think it just pushes us even more to build that relationship on Him. So as we sing through this very last part, I just want to encourage you guys to remember that God is always good. And so we're going to sing this together. For worshiping with us. Enjoy the rest of this awesome video.
Man, that was such a great song. You guys have been through so much in your lifetime. Can you remember some of the weird and incredibly awesome things that happened?
Dad, there were so many things that you guys have gone through.
Do you remember when the dab was like super big? I remember looking out from the stage and every single one of the students were like, wow.
Is it still a huge thing?
Then there's fidget spinners all over the place.
Can you do this?
Who remembers, I mean, Snapchat's still pretty big, but like when everyone would do the dog filter and I would do it and I'd be like, I'm so cute, like, and then the tongue would come out.
There was that whole the trends of what do you hear, what do you see. There was that dress where it was like, is it blue and black or is it gold and white?
I think I was more gold and silver. Or
Me too.
I was gold and silver.
For the record, I only ever saw gold and white.
Not when I actually will find someone out. It is blue.
Even the picture that you see on the internet now is a blue and black dress.
Yes,
It's
always.
Always been a blue.
You guys are wrong.
I will fight someone right now, white and gold.
I will fight you. Or the Laurel and Yanny thing. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, Yanny, I want to hear Yanny. And then once I heard Laurel, I literally could not unhear it.
It was totally Yanny. Totally Yanny.
Does anybody remember, or was like you were a founding member of like Musical.ly?
I remember all the videos you guys did lip syncing to the songs, and now we have TikTok, which is also pretty crazy.
There was Pokemon Go. There was like that season when people were like eating Tide Pods, maybe?
I mean, what was that? Like people eating Tide Pods? Come on, guys. Don't do things like that. We had incredible artists like the Jonas Brothers that, you know, they were super popular, then they dropped, and now they're back where I could not believe how many people were so into One Direction, and then all of a sudden they're just like,
Ooh. I have to say though, Harry Styles is still...
Also, Kanye found Jesus and came out with those awesome albums.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Closed on Sundays.
You want my Chick-fil-A?
Wow, guys, and Meadow Ranch, you guys went through the like belly flop competitions, the die wars, the finding Dinker, the weird like guy that comes out always right before they announce the winner. All these things, man, they are great, and I hope that you remember them. But more importantly, I hope you guys look back at the last few years and you remember how you got closer to God. You can look at your time at Ignite and you're like, wow, I learned who Jesus was, or I learned what it means to worship, or I connected with my small group leaders.
looking forward. There's so many great things in store for you in your future. God has some incredible plans for your life, and we could not be more excited to be on the sidelines, cheering you on, helping you along the way to get to know God better, to get to know your friends better. We can't wait to see what your future looks like.
We love you guys. We're now gonna get into the word just to continue to encourage you guys to look at Jesus first as the most important thing.
Hey, 8th grade students, I am so glad I get to have this moment with you before you move into the next stage of your life, into high school, and I want to share something that God has been putting on my heart for you. But before we do that, I want to show you a really cool picture. This picture is of a man who is super, super tall. In fact, he is recorded as being 8'11". I mean, that is crazy. He's like 2 of me. If you stood us next to each other, I probably wouldn't even come close to his belt buckle. It reminds me of a time that I was walking into a gym and the entire Philadelphia 76ers basketball team was walking in, and they're walking past me, and I was like, man, these guys are so tall. They're huge. They towered over me. Man, there are crazy tall people in this world, but this guy was probably the only giant that we have seen. But it's not the only giant that we've heard about. In fact, there's another giant that we hear about in the Bible, and that's the story I want to go to today and I want to tell you about. But the story is not about this giant. The story is probably not even just about this young boy, but I want to talk to you about him. His name is David, and he's probably not that much older than you are. If he's older at all, he's probably about 13, 14, at the most 15 years old when this story happens. Now, this young man's name is David, and God had some incredible plans for his life. In fact, just a little bit before the story I'm going to talk about, he was anointed to be the next king of Israel, and that's huge. Out of all the people in the nation, he was chosen to be the next king. But what is important in this story is that David was going to move into doing something incredible beyond what any of us would have thought would be possible. You see, at this time, there were 2 battling nations. It was Israel, the nation that David was a part of, and the Philistines. And this other nation was fierce, and they had come up and they were in a battle lock with Israel. They were staged on 2 different sides of a hill, and each day this guy would come out from the Philistine army, and his name was Goliath. Goliath was 9 foot 9 inches tall. I mean, that guy is crazy tall, literally 3 inches, and he would be hitting his head on a basketball hoop. This guy would come out every single morning and he would start cursing the nation of Israel and saying, how dare you come up? We're gonna feast on you guys tonight. We're gonna destroy all of you. We're gonna kick all of you guys' butts. I mean, he was going nuts on them. But more than that, he was cursing the God of Israel. And here's where the story gets a little bit interesting. So David, he is young, right? His brothers have already gone off to battle, and they're in this battle rank facing the Philistine army, hearing Goliath talk day after day. Well, David's dad sends David with some food, saying, hey, go help your brothers, bring this food to them as they're in the battle. So David shows up, and he has this food for his brothers. And as he is giving the food to his brothers, Goliath comes out, and he starts taunting the nation of Israel, saying, you guys are so weak, you'll never beat us. Send one person out to fight me, one person, and we will have a match. And whoever wins that match, that will be the end of the battle. And the other side will become slaves of you. So Goliath is like taunting them. David hears this like, hey, Is anyone going to stand up to this guy? How dare he come and fight against us? How dare he say those things about our God? Well, people are like making fun of David, like, who are you? You're just a little boy. What are you talking about? What are you going to do? You can't do anything about this. Well, David's like, somebody's got to do this, and nobody else is standing up to this. His brothers started mocking him for wanting to make a difference. Well, leadership was around him, and they said, hey, David, you really think that you can fight this guy? Come with us. So they took David to the king. And as David is standing there in front of the king is like, do you really want to go out and fight this guy? I mean, this has been going on for like 30, 40 days. And no one was volunteering. David is the only one to step up and want to do it. And he's like 14, 15 years old. So he's like, yeah, nobody else is standing up. And how dare he defy this God of ours? I will take him down. So Saul says, okay, no one else is going to do this. If you think you're going to do it, then you go and you fight him. But before you go, I want you to put on my clothes, my armor. Take this helmet, take this shield, take this sword. I want you to take my clothes, and I want you to go and fight him with that. Now, here's where I want to talk to you guys just for a second, because this is what normally happens. Like, you guys are stepping out into this incredible new world. You're going to be going into high school, and then beyond that, you're going to go and you're going to make a difference in this world. But here's how it happens. You've got to see the difference that you are going to make. You've got to see an area that needs to be tackled. You've got to see a giant that needs to be taken down. And God is going to use you to do it. But a lot of times in our lives, we step out, we want to do something, we want to make a difference in this world. And then people say, okay, you want to make a difference? Well, put this on and do this and do things this way. And I want to tell you, students, you are not going to make the difference in the world that God has designed for you to make if you are putting someone else's clothes on. You can't fight your battle wearing somebody else's clothes. So if somebody comes up to you and they're telling you that you have got to dress this way, you've got to talk this way, you've got to act this way, you've got to do these things, the only way that you're going to be successful is if you do it like this, this, and this. I'm going to tell you this, that if God has a plan for you and you are going to make a difference in this world, it starts with you stepping into the way that God has made you to be. And that's what David did. He said, I can't wear these clothes. I'm not going to do this and this. So he takes off the armor and he walks out and he uses the same thing that he walked in there with. All he had was a sling and the clothes that he had, but there's something else that he had. He had experience and he had a big God. Let me talk about the experiences, because when Saul was questioning him saying, hey, David, how do you think that you're going to be able to take out this guy named Goliath? He says, I'm going to tell you something, Saul. See, when I was out caring for the sheep, watching over them, protecting them, one time a lion came and a lion took one of my sheep, and I chased that lion down and I defeated the lion. And then another time a bear came and took one of my sheep, and I chased that bear down and I beat that bear. I killed it. I look at those two things and say, God was with me then, and he's going to be with me then. When I'm going to go take on Goliath. So students, I want you to see something. You might have been through some incredible challenges in your life. I don't know what you have gone through or what you're going through now. I know that with all the coronavirus and the challenges that we've had to face, especially with you missing out on important moments like promotions, that all of these are experiences that God is going to use. You have endured so much already, and God is going to use those things, those experiences, that is going to help you to take down the giant that God wants you to take down. David walks out and he goes to face this giant named Goliath. And Goliath sees this guy coming. He's like, who in the world is this? You're sending out this boy with like apple cheeks and peach fuzz, a boy to fight me? And he starts mocking David. And David comes at him. And this is what he says. He says to Goliath, you come at me with sword and spear and battle axe. I come at you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel's troops, whom you curse and mock. This very day, God is handing you over to me. The whole earth will know that there is an extraordinary God in Israel, and everyone gathered here will learn that God doesn't save by means of sword or spear. The battle belongs to God. See, David was able to step out and take down this giant, which he did. In fact, just a little bit later, you should totally read this story in 1 Samuel 17. He takes him down with just a sling and a rock. But what I want you to notice is this, that when David went out to beat the giant, it was not with his skill alone. In fact, he says it had nothing to do with his skill. He says, I'm going to show that there is an extraordinary God in Israel. Students, when you step out into this world, you can make a difference and you can tackle anything. Not because of all of your skills, not just because of the experiences, but because you have an incredible God with you. So students, if I can leave you with two things, as you step out into this world and take on these challenges that God has set you up to take down, remember this, that everything that you have gone through is preparing you for that moment. And number two, you can conquer anything because you have a big God who has big plans for your life, and He's going to do them through you. I love you guys so much, and I am so excited about what God is going to do in and through you in this next stage of your life in high school and then beyond. And I'm going to be here on the sidelines every single step of the way, cheering you on. So now we're going to go into a special video that we put together for you 8th graders. And as I was putting this together and looking at your faces, I just want you to know I have loved each and every one of you, not just ones that you see in the video, but all of you 8th graders that have come to Ignite over the past 1, 2, or 3 years. I want you to know that I have seen how you've grown, and all of your leaders that are here at Ignite, we have loved every moment with you. So I want to celebrate you during this time. Even if you don't see yourself in here, know that we see you and that we are celebrating you. Here's the video, check it out.
To the back to school band!
You and me, we found adventure. I never dreamed that you would change my world forever. But here we are, I'm ready to conquer, ready to fight injustice like I'm fighting monsters. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad. Just call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Our dreams will come alive. Our dreams will come alive. You and me, we found adventure in a land of buried mines and buried treasure. And this could be my last adventure, but I will take it, whether it be pain or pleasure. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad. But if you call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Our dreams will come alive. Our dreams will come alive. This is heaven, this is living. Together we touch the sky. Whoa. This is heaven, this is believing. Our dreams will come alive. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the dreams will come alive.
I look into the night and I see 100 billion stars in perfect peace. I wish I could be like them, but I'm pulled from every side, and I still don't know who I am or where to go. So I'll cast my burden on you, 'cause it's tearing me apart. If you can hold the universe, you can hold my troubled heart. I'm not strong enough to do this on my own. Every moment I need you, Jesus, I need you. And I won't fear what the future holds, 'cause you can hold the stars. All to you. I know that you are good and always true. I don't wanna gain the world and become a slave, but there's pressure from every side, and I'm just trying to be brave. And I'll cast my burden on you, 'cause it's tearing me apart. If you can hold the universe, you can hold my troubled heart. I'm not strong enough to do this on my own. Every moment I need you, Jesus, I need you. And I won't fear what the future holds, 'cause you can hold the stars. Fall. You have bigger dreams for my life after all. And if I reach for the stars, I might make it to the trees. When I lay myself down, Jesus carries me. So take it all, Lord, I surrender. I trust that your way is so much better, and richer for you are my provider. Take it all, Lord, take me higher. And I'll cast my burden on you, 'cause it's tearing me apart. If you can hold the universe, you can hold my troubled heart. I'm not strong enough to do this on my own. I need you, Jesus, I need you. And I won't fear what the future holds, 'cause you can hold the stars, the stars, hold the stars. Oh, and I will cast my burden on you, 'cause it's tearing me apart. If you can hold the universe, you can hold my troubled heart. I'm not strong enough to do this on my own. I need you, I need you. And I won't fear what the future holds, 'cause you can hold the stars.
Hey guys, Guys, thanks so much for watching the video today. Thank you for being a part of Ignite. Thank you for letting us be a part of your life and your journey. We want you to know that this is not the end of the road for us either. We are going to be cheering you on every step of the way. As you go into high school, we're going to be behind you, and we're going to be supporting you all throughout your time in high school. And then we're going to see you accomplish great things in this life. I want you to know, guys, that no matter where you are or what you are going through, we love you and we're always here for you. If you ever want to reach out to us, you will have us with you your whole life. We love you guys. Let me pray for you one more time before you go to high school. God, thank you so much for each of these 8th grade students. Thank you for the impact they've made in our lives. Thank you for the impact they're going to make in lives in the future. God, thank you for what you have taught them, how you've grown them, and more than that, what you are going to do with them in their lives. I pray that you would help them to do great things for you, that you'd protect them, that you would enable them, equip them, and that you give them the confidence to step out and do great things for you. Bless them, God, we pray in your name. Amen. We love you guys. Have a great 4 years in high school.